Well, Saturday marks the 3rd anniversary of the BP oil spill, and even after all these years, there's still signs of the effects in the marsh.
Right, this cleanup, the restoration, the recovery, far from over. John Snell is here. You were actually out on a boat today getting a first-hand look.
Plaquemine Parish says it still needs help, still seeing the effects, and today, as part of that effort, they took reporters on a little junket out into the marsh. And if you know where to look, it is still possible to find oil there, as we mentioned, and Plaquemine Parish Coastal Director P.J. Hahn showed us one example today.
It'll start to break apart, gets up into the root system of the marsh, killing the roots, what they call shadowing the roots, and then that kills the marsh, and of course the marsh breaks away, and we just lose more and more marsh, which protects us from storm surge during the hurricane season.
It looks awful, but there are some scientists who are arguing that it really isn't doing that much harm. You're not buying that?
I wouldn't buy that. Let's step over here a second. I'll show you this one. Look at this. This is the root system. What do you think? All that, you can see the layer of oil into the root system, all the way up into the roots.
If you came in here with heavy equipment, you might do more harm than good.
And we would. Unfortunately, that's the problem. The oil that was what our biggest concern was during the oil spill, keeping it out of the marsh, because if it's on a beach, obviously we can bring a front end loader and clean off the beach, put in new sand, and we're up in business. You can't do that to the marsh.
Certainly one of the things they have struggled with in areas is this concern that, if they went in there with Caterpillar tractors or marsh buggies and that sort of thing, they'll trample this and wind up tearing it apart. There are places where actually scientists from the state and the feds have decided intentionally to leave the stuff out there in places and treat it in various stages so they get a better sense over time. I guess you would say the next spill, is it best to leave it there, or do you really want to aggressively treat it? And the problem there, some of that stuff is eroded away, some of the land where they have the test plots.
So other than it just being sort of ugly, hasn't the damage mostly been done now, and it's just something left there that we don't want there? But like you said, it could be more harm than good.
There are scientists who say that this stuff really isn't all that harmful. Plaquemine Parish's argument is no, because it gets into the roots, it kills the plant can't hold on to the soil, and it just keeps rolling back.